Hey guys, J19 brought you yet another podcast. We're going to be talking about the PlayStation 30th anniversary, what they had to offer, a little bit more on PlayStation 5 Pro. They did do a breakdown of the FS7 Rebirth, um, comparison between the PS5 and PS5 Pro. We'll talk about that today. Talk about the upcoming state of play. Talk about the two remasters are potentially are going to be shown at state of play, which a lot of people's like, why? Why are we doing that? So we're going to discuss that, discuss Square Enix stuff. We're going to talk about Capcom, like their update on Monster Hunter Wilds. Potentially one I want to see in Resident Evil 9. Do I think it's going to be a state of play, stuff like that. So we got a lot of stuff to discuss, so bear with me. I have to take water breaks as my mouth's super dry. So with that said, if you guys like these podcasts, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for watching when I upload these. I appreciate you guys a ton. I know I don't do the best podcast stuff, but this is a little bit like housekeeping for you guys, so I just want to get this off my chest. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for everything you do. I've been getting a lot of love on my videos lately. I know I've been kind of hit and miss on a few of my videos, but I'm new to this stuff. I don't really have the tech savviness to make perfect content for you guys, but I like being raw. I like being, myself. I love being like this is who I am. I appreciate you guys for like saying, hey, good job on the video. Appreciate what you do. I love the comments about that because it shows that you guys do care. I do get a lot of views, and a lot of you guys are not subscribed, which is fine, Danny. I do the same thing. I'll watch a video. I won't subscribe to anybody, but I'll watch the videos and throw a like. So if you guys would, I appreciate you guys showing me some love and support. It shows me that you guys love the type of content. And of course, YouTube, the algorithm, sees that you guys do like my content, and it gets out there better. Because the more likes and more views I get, the more my videos get listed first. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the algorithm. I'm not here for the numbers and stuff. I'm here to just have some fun and all that. But hey, if it grows, I appreciate you guys a ton. I'm so happy about this. That's why I keep doing this. I'm definitely going to talk about the state of play. Man, just everything about the state of play that's coming up is huge for Sony. And you guys probably saw my rant. The state of play is something that Sony's going to have to show us. Why did you make a PS5 Pro? Where are your games at? Why are we doing all these remasters, right? Just, I get it. Like, you want to make sure these games, like, if somebody's coming into PlayStation 5, they want to play PlayStation 5 games. Remasters and remakes, especially older titles like FS7, that's fine. Games like The Last of Us Part 1, which are only like 8-9 years old, sure, the game looks a lot better, but a lot of people are making fun of it because it looks like a remaster, right? A little bit prettier version of a remaster. So it's like, I get it. I get the frustration, and I think the state of play has to be, it has to show us stuff. Sony can't just play around and be this arrogant side of Sony. I hate saying that because PlayStation and Sony can be a company that gives us some good stuff, right? People say I'm a Sony fanboy, but believe me, fanboys don't criticize companies. They don't criticize, especially the ones they support. Fanboys you see on Twitter, you guys can go check it out. There's some Twitter fanboys that they shit on Xbox, they shit on Nintendo, they shit on Microsoft, but they just love talking about PlayStation, how dominant it is. Yes, the sales numbers for Xbox and PS5 is like 3-1 almost for sales for the Xbox Series and the PS5. I get that. But me, I'm not a fanboy because I tell you what, yeah, I do like the games that PlayStation has. I've been on PlayStation for most of my life. I started out as a Nintendo kid. You guys probably know this by now. I share this a lot. I used to be a Nintendo kid. Nintendo suing Palworld because of patent issues. I don't know, Nintendo. Like, are you afraid of competition? Are you afraid of, like, yeah, Pal World's got some stuff in there that like, hey, look, it's similar to Pokemon. But as far as somebody told me, correct me if I'm wrong, Nintendo only publishes Pokemon. They don't actually, I mean, they probably own the IP, but they don't develop it themselves. It's a different company, right? So it's like, I get it, but also don't get it. Like, you're the bigger company and you're going after these small devs. And I heard that these developers, this company, don't have a whole lot of people there. Like, it's a small, very small number of people that made Pal World, and it sold like crazy, right? People loved it. Um, so it's like, Nintendo, what are you doing? I know you're trying to protect your IPs and protect yourselves and say, hey, we patent it first, but it's like, Pokemon wasn't really a Nintendo thing. Like, Pokemon started, of course, a Game Boy, and you had the Pokemon shows and the cards and all that, but I don't see on the trading cards, it doesn't say owned by Nintendo. So it's like, okay, anyways, I don't want to get into again now a deal. I do like Nintendo games. I just wish that Nintendo would be, I don't know. I'm going to leave that situation as is between Pal World and Nintendo. It's nothing for me to worry about. But get back to the state of play. I'm not a fanboy because I've criticized state of play. If the state of play just comes out with a bunch of remasters and a remake, and it's like, wait, so you mean to tell us that you're making all these remasters? And I understand from Sony's point of view. It's like, if their own studios are not ready for brand new IPs to be out or the massive titles, they got to give us something to play. But it's like, it's getting to the point now that people like me, I bought the Last of Us Part 1 remake. I upgraded the Last of Us Part 2 remaster. But to be honest with you, those games look great and all. And you got the DualSense controller features and all that. That's great. I love those games. But now we're getting to the point now it's like, we got Horizon Zero Dawn remaster coming. And I get it. The game looks great. As is. It plays, I think, 60 FPS on PS5. So if you launch the game, launch that PS4 game on the PS5, it has a 60 FPS patch. Same with Days Gone. Days Gone is being rumored of being that other remaster that nobody wants. It's even a less wanting remaster than Horizon. So we're gonna see those at the state of play pretty soon. It's like, we need to see something, Sony. We need to see new games. Like, I don't care if it's just a review trailer. Give us something to talk about. Where's Naughty Dog's new stuff? Where's Santa Monica? Where's Insomniac Games? There's a game that's supposed to be out next year. We haven't got a review for it yet. According to the ransomware leaks, unless things change, right? Development time frame and stuff. But it's like, if that game is still coming out, the Venom spinoff, we need to see it. We need to see it. I know Guerrilla Games don't really have anything for us. I mean, they're working on the Horizon multiplayer game, kind of like a Monster Hunter in a way, online co-op thing. We haven't really seen that yet. We've seen them talking about it, or some other people talk about it. We haven't seen it. Marathon is being talked about how it's still a 2025 game, but it might not be on track. So it's like, got that going on. And people wonder, oh no, it's going to be a $40 game. It's going to be like Concord. It's going to flop. It's not going to be good. I'm thinking to myself, it's like, well, Sony, if you think about it, it's like, you're losing people. Now, I'm not saying the PlayStation players. You're not going to lose the 117 million people on PS4 and like 61 million on PS5. You're not going to lose those people. But if you want people to come on your brand, you got to start showing stuff like, why do you want people to switch to a PlayStation 5? The state of play can mean something. Now, granted, if like they show Monster Hunter Wilds run on the PlayStation 5 Pro, and it looks significantly better than what they showed at the Summer Games Fest and then the Gamescom, right? If you show that and it looks significantly better, cool. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth looks a lot better when they done the comparison when Digital Foundry broke it down. I will say this though, and just like Maximilian do shout out to him again, as I mentioned him a lot, he's knows about game development. He's developing like a Marvel versus Capcom thing. He's been involved in like the development of games in the past. He talked about that, and I agree with him. Like, Digital Foundry is amazing. They know what they're doing. They talk their talk, right? But the problem is, like, a lot of stuff they talk about, like the temporal, like, oh man, the edges are a little off, but the thing is, they're zooming in like this. You're looking at the screen, like about this far away from the screen. You're zooming in that much. Like, you're not playing a game with about 2 inches away from the screen. You're like me, you're playing about a few feet back. I'm PC, or if you're on a TV over here, you're about a few feet back, right? So, the Digital Foundry broke it all down. I watched it in 4K. It looks a lot better. Like, whoa, it's like, now we're seeing a difference. Again, I don't like the price point, and if you're an enthusiast, right, you want to have the best of the best, I get it. You can trade in your old consoles, sell your old PS5s, and get a Pro with the money you made back from the PS5, and then some, right? So I get that. But this state of play to me has to be one that showcases things that gets us excited for the PS5 moving forward and the Pro. Like, I get it, but it's how I am. I'm not getting the Pro, and the 30th anniversary edition bundles looks so good. I love the way it looks. The gray, the PlayStation 1 era gray with the PlayStation button, like being all like colorful, like the old PlayStation logo. Love it. I love it. I want to get the DualSense controller. Have a third one laying around. My other two are fine, but I use one for PC. My other one I'm using for PlayStation 5. I want to switch swap a little bit. So I want to get the DualSense controller 30th anniversary. It looks great. If you guys haven't seen it, go Google it. I'm not going to put it on the screen as this is a podcast. But yeah, I hate to see what that's going to cost. It comes with DualSense Edge, comes with the stand, it comes with a disc drive cover, but no disc drive. So, oops, $80 there. This thing's gonna be $1,000 easily. I hate to see it. The PlayStation Portal's not included. You do get. I'm trying to think what else is included with that thing. And of course, it comes with a 2 terabyte, and it has like if you guys haven't seen the trailer or seen the breakdown, it's like 6 minutes of everything they have. They got the 30th anniversary logo. They got like, they're only gonna sell like 12,300 of these things, these Pro models, or even the Slim. I think it's a total of 12,300 in the whole worldwide. So this thing's a selling second. And those of you to get one, I guess a PS5 Pro, I hope you enjoy the gaming to the highest level they possibly can console right now. But for me, it's just like, I get it. If I had lots of money, and I love FS7 Rebirth, even though at first I was like, initially the ending, you guys know, I'm not gonna explain all that. But anyways, I'm just here hoping that Sony will show us some stuff for the State of Play. I hope the State of Play is gonna be a lot longer than like 20 minutes. I hope they show us a 45 to an hour long State of Play of some games, because at the Tokyo Game Show they already got their lineup completely done for PlayStation. So it kind of tells me that they're not going to show off anything new at the State of Play, which is kind of big thing. But we'll see, right? Maybe they're not going to show back-to-back events of like new games. Maybe they'll save that for the State of Play for their own thing. And then at the State of Play, they do have demo kiosks for certain games. Monster Hunter Wilds definitely is going to be there. Astro Bot. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be running on PS5 Pro for people to play it, try it out. And they're also going to have GT7. I don't know if they're going to have like the 8K monitor out for them to try it, or I don't know what the deal is, but you get to try that game out on the PlayStation 5 Pro. So if you're going to be at Tokyo Game Show in Japan, hey, let us know what you guys think of it if you guys get a chance to play it. I'd love to see actual players feedback on it, not just somebody goes, oh, I'm a Digital Foundry breakdown person, right? They're objective. I want somebody to play it and actually say, this is how we feel about it, right? I want to see people's reaction to it. That's what I want to see. So yeah, Tokyo Game Show sounds like it's gonna be a pretty good event. They got Capcom, Konami, Square Enix, you name it, right? They're gonna be there. Xbox is gonna have their own showcase there. They're gonna showcase more of their games, upcoming games and stuff. So I'm excited about that. But this state of play, I hope they show us something. If it's just the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster and just like Days Gone's gonna be like the biggest review at the end, it's kind of gonna be like a state of play. It's like, Monster Hunter Wilds, I hope we get a release date trailer. They did talk about the Tokyo Game Show. They're gonna have more gameplay of the new region. It's called the Scarlet Forest. I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna look at that footage and probably break it down, look at it, and give my thoughts. We'll see. Depends how they choose to show it. If they show on the Monster Hunter YouTube channel, I'll probably just have to watch it later on when I can. And I can't wait for that. I just can't wait. That's gonna be fun. Tokyo Game Show, I think it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a few things there. You'll probably have Final Fantasy 16 PC version. That came out already. I haven't played it yet. I'm kind of trying to save money. I got like four games coming between now and late March. So I got that. I gotta get Monster Hunter Wilds yet. Silent Hill 2 Remake had a new trailer. Looks fantastic. Oh, Yakuza. Like a Dragon Pirate Hawaii. It's gonna be coming out in February as well. Like, it's a pirate theme. And people are absolutely losing their minds over it. I haven't played much Yakuza games. I played a little bit of Zero. I'm just like so far lost on that. Not far as like, oh no, it's a crappy game. It's just there's so many of them. I'm overwhelmed. It just feels like a new person trying to figure out what Final Fantasy to play. It feels like that with that. It feels like that with like the Sky Trail series, whole series, I should say. A lot of games too. Like even Life is Strange, Kingdom Hearts games. I'm kind of like it's just too much to try to take all in. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 4, Kingdom Hearts 4, Nomura had a little interview, and yeah, he wants to retire. He wants to retire in a few short years. He wants Kingdom Hearts 4 to have a ending that kind of ties things up, but it leaves the door open for a case the new younger generation developers want to like take on Kingdom Hearts after he leaves. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 and Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is going to be Nomura's swan songs. He's done. He's retiring after that. Which is kind of sad to see him go because his artwork, like the art that he can do, he's so talented. I'm going to miss him because who are they going to rely on if they do like other Final Fantasy VII material, right? Like, I know they got other artists and creative editors and stuff with that. But it's like, Nomura leaving and like Kingdom Hearts 4 potentially being like the final game in the series. Like, wow, I didn't think that was going to ever happen. But yeah, I just kind of blew my mind a little bit. And then, of course, Square Enix came out again. They're not happy with the expectations of the sales of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy 16. So everybody's going up in arms about all that. I think the bottom line is, guys, Square Enix expectations for their games is just they set themselves too high of a bar to reach for sales that they're flopping. Like sales-wise. Does it mean the games are bad? No. Final Fantasy 16 still, even with all its flaws, it's still a 9 out of 10 game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, after like understanding the ending, what the devs are trying to go for, it's still a 9.5 out of 10 critically. It's a 10 out of 10 game for me. Like, the games are highly rated for a reason. Like, a lot of people love it for a reason. It's not because, oh, it sold well. It's just like Alan Wake 2. A lot of people love that game. It's one of the best narrative games out there from last year. And it just didn't sell well. Same with Death Stranding. A lot of people love the new style of game it was. Some didn't, but it sold well. But at first it's like it didn't really sell well. You know what I mean? It finally did. But yeah, I'm just the whole ordeal with Square Enix. That's why I think they're reiterating like they're gonna go multi-plat. They're gonna do the same thing as Capcom. I keep bringing that up because Capcom's been killing it. They got all these Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection games coming out. They got Resident Evil almost every other year, every couple of years coming out. They got Monster Hunter Wilds on the horizon. Devil May Cry 5 came out years ago. That was a smashing hit. Dragon's Dogma 2. A lot of people loved it. It didn't. I don't know how well it sold, but it doesn't matter. It still made a profit for Capcom. They're on like their 8th straight year of making money. But yeah, anyways, to get back to the point of like the state of play, I know I keep doing this, but it's like I would love to see a new Resident Evil game. I'm so ready for Resident Evil 9 to be shown off. I know they're just working on it. It's one of the most ambitious Resident Evil games ever made, according to all the reports and rumors and stuff. Also, Capcom, there's rumors, leaks going around that they're also remaking the Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. I'm also hearing this too, that they're not going to be as ambitious of a remake like Resident Evil 4 remake. And it kind of makes me go, don't say that, because I like Resident Evil 3 remake, but you can tell that it didn't have a lot of love and effort put into it. Like, they had a lot of cut content. They rushed through story bits. And even me, new to Resident Evil, it just felt like the story is like pushing me, like go forward, faster. Like, hey, let's get through the story, the sequence real fast. It feels like it kept pushing me a little bit. And the level design in some spots of that game was kind of like, ooh, it's like I was confused and dazed. I was like, I can figure things out. I beat it though. Like Resident Evil 9, I know it's their most ambitious Resident Evil game. Just like Monster Hunter Wilds is their most ambitious Monster Hunter game. These two games, I do want to see them at State of Play. I want to see release date for Monster Hunter Wilds. I want to see Resident Evil 9. I think it's time. I think this time of year, you start getting people to talk about it. You start ramping up marketing for next year, and maybe it comes out fall of next year. Maybe they'll release Resident Evil 9 as a Halloween, October game. That'd be great, right? That'd be great. Because Resident Evil is going to sell regardless if GTA 6 is out or not, right? Because there's a lot of people that say, hey, you know what? I love GTA 6, but I'm a Resident Evil buff, right? I'm a Resident Evil fan. I'd rather play that than GTA 6. It's going to sell. If not, maybe it'd be an early 2026 game. That'd be fine. But anyways, it's great to see. That'd be great to see it, to be honest with you guys. I think that this state of play it's got to show us some stuff. I want to be excited. If 2 or 3 of my things hit, if we see Death Stranding 2, maybe an update on that, Resident Evil 9 and Monster Hunter Wilds, it'd be a pretty steady state of play. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I got games I want to see. If there's a few other surprises there, hey, maybe Sony does have a first party game they want to show off. The remasters, if Death Stranding, not Death Stranding, but Days Gone and Horizon Zero Dawn remasters get shown off and they look way better than the PS4 versions, hey, cool. But if it looks very similar to each other, and it's like there's not really a big difference to them, it's like, then I'm still questioning, like, why are we doing remasters? The games are not that old. Like, I don't get it. I'd rather see new games, but if Sony's not ready, I get it. But then again, I'm like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy how things are going. It's just like, it's just mind-boggling. And yeah, Astro Bot is going to have a DLC. Maybe we'll see something on the DLC then. Black Myth Wukong is reportedly going to sell like 20 million copies, which is very, very, like, extremely successful. I didn't think, in my wildest dreams, I think that Black Myth Wukong is going to sell 20 million copies. And it's surpassing, like, the pace of sales for Elden Ring, which is pretty nuts. Now, is it selling more than what Elden Ring has? No. I think Elden Ring has sold probably close to 26 to 30 million copies so far. Especially since the Shadow of the Earth Tree came out. I had a debate with a friend of mine for Game of the Year and stuff. I want to bring to to cover this briefly before I move on to my next topic. A friend of mine, we're talking about the Gaming Year Awards and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna name who he is. I'm leaving him anonymous, but he thinks that remakes and remasters should not get nominated for Game of the Year, which I understand because they're remakes of old games. But for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and him and I agree on this, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is remake and rebirth are a remake of a game, a reimagining of a game from like 27 years ago. That's fine. Like those type of remakes and remasters are fantastic, right? For a Game of the Year award, he thinks that remakes and remasters should not get nominated. And I got the thing is like neither should DLC expansions, right? Sure, Shadow of the Earth Tree is the expansion. It's like more of the game. Like it's not as big as the base game of Elden Ring. Not by a long shot. The base game of Elden Ring is massive. The developers said that the expansion is about the size of Limgrave. Limgrave is actually pretty big. It's got a lot of bosses in it. I just don't feel like more of the same type of game should be nominated for Game of the Year. Yes, it is rated like a 95, 96 overall. I get it. It sold probably a lot of copies. But those things don't usually get nominated. What media outlets and games players want when they vote for is for games that really like shock them, right? Shockingly great. Like It Takes Two, Sekiro, God of War 2018, that shocked people. Breath of the Wild shocked people. You guys get the point, right? Those are game-breaking like games that like, whoa, that shocked the crap out of them. To me, game mind-blowing games like that deserve to get nominated are like Rebirth, Black Myth Wukong, because how fantastic the game looks. I'm trying to think what other games blew people's minds. There's a lot of games that came out this year. I can't. Well, you guys know what I mean. It's like, for example, those games blew people's minds. It's like, holy crap, this is a game I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. Those type of games are game changers, right? Those are games that blew people's minds, no matter if you're a media outlet or a player yourself that played it, right? That's what the votes coming down to. It's not just Jeff Keighley just picking somebody. If I have to choose, even Astrobot. Astrobot is another game that, yeah, it's similar to Prey Room, but it's a lot bigger game. Like, it's a full-size game. And it blew people's mind. Because why? Because it's a game that's taking like full control of the features of the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. Like, I've been playing a little bit of it here and there. I'm not like speed running through it. Take my time with games, right? That's what I do. And I can tell that this is a game that should be nominated for Game of the Year. It's a game that blew people's minds. It's like, wow, I can't believe how good this looks. That's not where it can be nominated. I guess you could put in Dragon's Dogma 2. You can put in maybe Persona 3 or Infinite Wealth. There's a few other games that came out. I just can't think of it right now. I can't. Dragon Age is making its rounds. Dragon Age is making people go, whoa, like, this game looks pretty impressive. I got Black Ops 6 coming out. I got Until Dawn Remake. Remastered, that's looking significantly better. I can't wait to stream that for you guys, along with Black Ops 6. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. But it's like, and Silent Hill 2 Remake looks fantastic. I saw the trailer, I'm like, whoa, this game looks great. But as far as Game of the Year, all the games I played, I wish I played Resident Evil 3 Remake back last year, because man, that game's one of the best Resident Evil games I ever played. I only played like 3 or 4. That game it blew my mind. Like that's a game. Spider-Man 2, like, it's another one that, yeah, it's a continuation of Spider-Man games, but it blew my mind. It's so good. So my Game of the Year is still Final Fantasy VII Remake. I played a few of the games this year, but it's like, this game here is just, it blew my mind. Like, it went past my expectations. That's my Game of the Year. games that blows your mind, like the minds of the players and the media outlets, those are the games that should win Game of the Year. That's my opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. We can have a discussion in the comments below. I'm not mad if you think remakes, remasters, or even games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth should win. I get that. Some people think that Shadow of the Earth Tree should be nominated for being just a massive expansion. I get that. Some people think that it should be something else. I wouldn't be. I would be happy if Final Fantasy actually wins Game of the Year once. Like, I don't think it's ever have. It's been nominated before. I don't think it's had won Game of the Year, unless Final Fantasy IX or even Final Fantasy VII back then. Even then, I'm not sure if it has. I haven't looked at the list, but it's crazy to me how it's just like Final Fantasy's always been kind of under the radar for a lot of players. Some players don't like JRPGs. They look at Final Fantasy, it's like, ew, what do I want to play that for? Like, I rather play this, I rather play that. It's like, I get that, and it's understandable. You can't win people over with JRPGs, but if you guys ever played one, I recommend you guys trying out a JRPG. Just try one. Maybe you like it. Get out of your comfort zone. Try a game you might never played before. I did it. I got in my comfort zone. I was all into Final Fantasy. I was Final Fantasy, platformers, especially like Spyro, Crash, Mario, you name it. Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie, and I can keep going on and on with those type of games. I just kept playing Sonic games, right? I just kept playing those. And then finally PlayStation opened up my mind to stuff. Like, I finally played some PlayStation Studio games. I played some story-driven games. I played some games outside of Final Fantasy. I even started playing some Resident Evil games. And people say, those are just big-name titles that you're just following the trend. So, I enjoy gaming. Why can't I do that? I played some games. I played Tales of Arise. I beat that. I played Suikoden 4. I beat that. I almost beat Suikoden 5. Right? Star Ocean games. I played a couple of them. I beat Star Ocean till the end of time. That was a great game. So I played different RPGs, JRPGs, and stuff. I played Skyrim. Almost beat that game. I beat GTA 4. I beat GTA San Andreas. I beat those games. Those games are fun. Back when I was a kid. Yeah, I played all kinds of different variety of games. I played some games that are indie titles before when I was a kid. I didn't understand what AAA and AA and indie titles were back then. I just played games that was fun. Like, sure, I play big name titles now, and sure, I'm opening up myself up to different games. Maybe one of these days I'll get Silent Hill 2 remake and play on stream. Who knows? Who knows? Just I got Dev Space I want to play one of these days. I got other stuff I got coming up I want to play. I got Dragon's Quest 3 remake, 2D, HD 2D remake that's coming. I got Suikoden 1, 2 remasters coming. I got Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection coming physically. I got I used to be a big Call of Duty player. I kind of fell off, but hey, I'm back again. Black F6 won me over. Until Dawn, I love the storytelling of those games. The Quarry, I go on and on and on about different types of games I played. And I hope you guys realize that I'm not just, he's just a Sony fanboy. He just plays Final Fantasy. He don't play different games. It's like I'm increasing my level of comfort outside my comfort zone and trying different things. Are there going to be some games I look at and go, you know what? I'll wait for a sale? Yeah, sure. I'll look at games back in 2021. Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought the trailers didn't do it for me. I bought it at Walmart during Black Friday for $25 PS5 title. And guess what? Blew my mind. Blew my mind. I'm so like, wow, this game is just better than I thought it was going to be. Like the voice acting, the dialogue, the gameplay combat is repetitive. It's simple. Like you got team up attacks and you control Star-Lord. Like you control him nonstop. He doesn't have a whole lot of big abilities, but it's about team up. It's about using your team to kick some butt. Take some names and saving the galaxy. Just the choices you get to make, and it changes a little bit of the story a little bit. And it's like the story itself is like incredible. Like it's just a deep story. It's like, man, this is better. This is better than the movie. It's like, how did Eidos Montreal made a game like this? Like, holy crap! Like that blew my mind. Tales of Arise was my first Tales game. Blew my mind. I cried a couple of times. The story, the characters. I know the gameplay is pretty repetitive with them, shouting out the moves. That's a typical JRPG anime thing, right? It's like, I get it. It can be annoying sometimes, but man, that game was a 9 out of 10. It blew my freaking mind. Resident Evil 8 was my second Resident Evil game, and it's like, that game blew my mind. I almost cried at the ending. Like, if you know, you know. Like, there's so many of these games I never thought I'd see myself playing. Even until Dawn back in the day, back on the PS4. I just seen it. I think I was able to, I bought it. Either I bought it or maybe it was like a PlayStation Plus thing. And I decided to play it for 1 October. And I was blown away. I was like, wow, this game was incredible. It's scary. Like, it's got a lot of jump scares. But I loved it. So, yeah, sorry about the tangent and just listing off some games I played, but I played a lot of games. I'm trying to get into more games. I got the Resident Evil 4 Remake DLC I need to beat. I got Astro Bot I need to beat. I just got to find more time to play. And maybe I'll start streaming games, right? Just start getting back to streaming, which my Twitch account is not super big. I just started. Like, I got maybe a couple followers. So if you're used to follow my old Twitch account, there was some policy dispute stuff, so I had to like get rid of it. So if you would follow my new Twitch, I'll have that link in the description below, so you can just copy that, paste it, follow me on Twitch. I will be starting to stream next month. We're gonna do Until Dawn, Black Ops 6, and then start streaming other games. I want to like start streaming, start talking about games, have some fun, build a community. I'm trying to build a community on Twitch as well. Not Twitch, but Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Trying to build up my Discord server. I gotta get that Discord server, like, start fixing some stuff on it. Try to like make it, simplify it, make it better. I wish I had some like ideas, some help for that as well. But I love to build that community. I love to build a community where we just chill, talk about games, have some fun, react to stuff on Twitch. Of course, I upload this stuff to YouTube, just like this video here. It's just overall, I'm excited for games. There's some stuff that Sony needs to take care of, like the PlayStation 5 Pro stuff. We need to start seeing some games. I have an insider friend of mine. I'm not gonna name them or anything like that. I'm not gonna like expose them, but they talked about how if everything goes correctly, of course, the state of play. I said, is there gonna be some big reviews there? He goes, yeah, just temper your expectations a little bit. It's gonna be good. Well, they also talked about how there is a thing coming out in December. Not just the Game Awards, but something big for PlayStation. And since 12/3 is the big celebration 30-year anniversary for PlayStation, what if, they didn't say what, right? They didn't say what. But what if everything goes smoothly, which I think it will, what if they're going to have a state of play to give us some games now, like get us hyped for, and then December they'll have the Game Awards, but what if Sony has a PlayStation showcase to celebrate the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, also give us a actual roadmap for PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro, show us some stuff, and get us hyped for next year and the year after that. Like, what if, right? Now, again, my insider didn't say what could be happening. This is my speculation. I think it's possible. I heard some stuff, but I think it's possible. The state of play, I'm still going to have like low expectations, but I do expect a couple of things there. I hope we see it. I hope we do see that stuff. But yeah, because these remasters and stuff like that, it's starting to get to me a little bit. I'm not buying Days Gone remaster. I'm not buying the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. I bought the remaster of the upgraded version of The Last of Us Part 2, like I said, and The Last of Us Part 1 remake. And I bought the Until Dawn remake because that looks significantly better. I can't wait to play that on stream on Twitch on the highest setting if I can. Like, I want to push this thing as much as I can. I can't wait. Apart from that, it's like, I want to see some new stuff. I want to see what PlayStation has in store other than just these remakes. I know a lot of people said, well, we have Spider-Man 2, Astro Bot, we had Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, we had God of War Horizon Forbidden West. That's fine and all, Demon Souls and yada yada yada. That's fine and all. But we're 2024. We had Astro Bot, we had Helldivers 2, we had Concord that failed, that flopped, which I played the demo. The game looked fun. I played a beta. It was a fun game. It's just, you guys know what happened. It's just, just like to see what's gonna happen. I got like Dying Light the Beast. I can't wait for that to come out. I'm definitely gonna get that game and play as well. It's about Kyle Crane. It's just, there's a lot of games coming up. I got a lot of stuff lined up for me to play and stream and stuff like that. I hope you guys look forward to that. I know this podcast has been going on for a little bit while here, but definitely got a lot I want to talk about. It's just like I just break everything up in multiple videos. I just do a podcast, get all my thoughts out, talk to you guys, being honest with myself. Yeah, was I freaking out about the 30th anniversary edition and stuff like that? Yeah, it was. I was like, holy crap, man, this looks great. It looks fantastic. I just like mind blown, right? I just like, holy crap, guys. Like, this looks great. I saw the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it's like, yeah, the difference are big, right? And it's just like, I get it. Like, if you're an enthusiast, and it's like, if I had the money, all the money in the world, and like, not all the money in the world, but I had a few $1,000s just laying around, I probably would try to splurge and upgrade my system, right? But first thing first, I gotta upgrade this beast here. I want to get more stuff for this, like storage, for sure. I'm running out of storage. Like, storage is just one thing I'm having trouble in my PC. That's one thing I need to fix. So that's gonna be probably one thing I get this year. Because I plan on playing on PC a lot more. That's, especially streaming. It's a lot easier for me to do that than hook up the PS5 and the capture card and all that, and just go right straight into Steam and do all that. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to streaming. Looking forward to building my community, like I said. I hope the state of play is good. I hope that, it's like, I hope people give Final Fantasy VII Rebirth a chance. I hope that everybody will, like, continue to, like, be open to other games like I am. I'm trying to get into more games. I'm trying to be a more variety gamer. I need to start getting back to gaming. I need to start gaming a lot more. Like, that's why going back to streaming, if I do that, I can stream for 2 to 4 or 6 hours at a time. It just depends how immersed I am in the game. I want to start doing that for you guys. I think playing games and just talking with you guys and having fun and just like breaking down what I see, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this information I give you guys about the PlayStation 5 Pro, about the breakdown Final Fantasy Rebirth, about upcoming state of play, the TGS. What you guys are most hyped to see? What you guys think of the 30th anniversary stuff bundles? Are you guys gonna try to snag one? Are you guys gonna try to go for the DualSense controller? That's what I'm gonna try to go for. I can't afford the bundle. Like, that thing's gonna be $1,000 plus. It's like, no, I'm not doing it. I can't afford the Pro. So, anyways, that's all I got for you guys in today's podcast, September 20th, 2024. Hope you guys appreciate this. Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about everything I talked about today. Is there anything else you guys want me to talk about that I missed? Please let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on. I'll have links in the description below. My Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. You guys know what to do. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Let's build this community. I can't do it without you guys. And the more you guys show likes, the more you guys comment, all that good jazz, share it with a friend. It helps my channel be notified by more people. It helps my channel grow. And we can just have a wonderful community talking about games and having that passion that I have for games again. Because I have it all built up inside. And sometimes I let my emotions get the better of me talking on like Discord, other servers and stuff. what's the best way for me to do this in podcast form? I might start doing these podcasts live on Twitch. We might test it out someday down the road. But for now, I'll just keep doing these. So hope you guys enjoy this one. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. I'm J19, your host of the J19's Gaming Podcast on September 20th, 2024. I got to work on the outro. With that said, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.